where there's some cheating in North Carolina. It was 49.3 to 48.9. Mark Harris is the Republican who does not want things to be recounted and redone naturally, like they cheated the woman in Georgia and the man in Florida. Don't recount it. Recounts are bad. We'll count everything and we won't have to. So, in this in particular instance, they had people going around to other people's homes saying that they were part of the election committee and saying that, oh, we are going to help you fill out your form, to like elderly people who couldn't get out to the voting booth. And so in order for you to fill out your form, this is what you need to do. Fill out this part, leave this part blank, and then I will fill it out. That's what was being said to a lot of people, and they have sworn affidavits that this is what happened to me. That somebody from some election committee said fill out this and this, but not this, and I will fill out that. And so there could have been some votes that were stolen. So since, I hate to be accusatory, but since the Republican is the one who does not want the recount, I have to ask, did he cheat? Now, the Democrats, because he's going into the House of Representatives, they said they're not going to seat him. And with the new Congress coming in, it would be his time to start. They said, no, no, bad dog. You cannot play with us. And so, it's a bad way to start their unity. And so, they said they're not going to seat him until the investigation's done. Well, the committee to do the investigation has been dissolved. And as a result of that, there is no new committee. And if they do take it to court, that court case can be dragged out for months and months and months and months and months, including years, and then he'll never be seated anyway, just out of pure absentia. So, I want to know, did Mark Harris, who is a Taurus, so he would be the King of Pentacles, did he cheat? Let's see. Because I feel like he did. Okay, we're going to just start from the top then. The Justice card. If they investigate, I believe they will find out he did. Justice. First card I pulled. Second card, the Devil. What else do you need? Do we even need to keep going? He is obstructing justice. Or obstructing the vote, excuse me. You cheated, sir. You stole votes. Isn't it funny how Republicans love to say, I won't say all Republicans, but, when Trump blew that horn, they all danced to it. Voter fraud, and they're the ones doing it. Projection. Good Jesus. The Ten of Swords reversed. This is in your past. You thought you won, empty win. Not so much. The Page of Wands. This is news. So something did come out. Again, right after your empty win, you got the news. Yay, I won. No, you didn't. The King of Wands reversed. Now, confession time. I did this reading, or I tried to. And here's what happened. I pulled 10 cards. I got to his fear. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10 cards. I'm like, okay, this is what his fear was the King of Wands. Whoever this person is, he fears them. They are the person who can blow the whistle on this thing. And then, because I had the 10 cards were right here, and then the deck was right here. And then I started picking up cards from the deck instead of the cards that I laid out at first. And so I'm like, oh crap, then I just messed up. Because I had cards that are already set aside, but I didn't pick from those cards that I already had set to the side. I started to pick from the deck. So I just switched the deck, and then I got a whole new deck. Changed the energy. Asked the question again. And same card popped up. That is what he is afraid of. Is that person. Then there is the Queen of Coins. That's the Queen of Pentacles. And he did, in the last reading, get a lot of people in his reading. Because there's a lot of... And I guess I could have just kept the last reading because it wasn't necessarily wrong. I think I picked from the deck probably by design. That's what it wanted me to do because the cards that I kept pulling out are coming back up again. It's a bunch of people. Ace of Swords. This is his fear. The Ace of Swords is the card of victory and triumph. This is reversed. He doesn't want to fail. It's right across from his empty win. Three of Cups. Now that is interesting because that's in his environment. What I got in his environment last time was community. So again, he pulled this off with a group of people. This is not just him. The Empress reversed. That's interesting. Because the Empress is like a card of heightened emotion. But it's a feminine card. Now, I didn't draw the Emperor, so I won't just jump to masculinity because that's what the Emperor means. But the Emperor's reversed may be because that's his desire. The Empress reversed. Okay, let's stop. Because this is feminine energy, heightened emotion, intuition, but it's reversed, which means the opposite. But I can't say it's masculine energy because why not just draw the Emperor? The Emperor is masculine energy. This may be, it's a facade. That's what it is. It's a facade. It's fake. It's covering up. It would be like the equivalent of you see something that looks like something, but it's actually something else. Just on the base, I'll just keep it that way. There's a cover up, but he's hoping to get away with that cover up. Because remind you, this is what crosses him, is the devil. I don't know where the camera actually is, but yeah, it's the devil trying to cover it up. The facade, but he's not trying to cover it up as in just push dirt over it. He's trying to manipulate the way it looks completely. I'll just say what I was gonna say. What the hell? It would be like a cross-dresser. Like there is a man or woman who is dressed like the opposite, but is actually just a man and a woman. Not transgender, that's completely different. Transgender is an actual different thing. This is cross-dresser. This is what, he's not a cross-dresser. I'm just saying, I'm just equivocating the two. This would be like if a man was to put on drag and look exactly like a woman, although drag is not the same because drag is meant to be an exaggeration. It's meant to be. This is, you're trying to pull this off. You're trying to make it look like something else. So instead of making it look like vote fraud, you're making it look like it was legitimate, basically. Which is why in your fear is the Ace of Swords reversed. You feel as though this man, whoever the King of Wands is, but the King of Wands is reversed, which means he's now not going to have the positive qualities. He's going to come at you with all his fire and fury. Because this is a fire sign man. So if you know anything about a Leo or Aries or what's the other one? Sagittarius man, is that they can be very forceful if they have to be. So this person is going to blow the lid, if that's what you're afraid of. Because you have people thinking that it is one way. Maybe even those who helped you do this. Because this is community, the Three of Cups. And then there's the Two of Coins. So there is still a partnership. That is your outcome. So the Queen of Coins and the Two of Coins is in your outcome cards. You also have some very sneaky money situations. There's the Nine of Coins, which is usually, but it's reversed. The Nine of Coins is a card of stability. It's reversed. There's the King of Swords. He popped up in your last reading. The Hierophant. So that's government. And then the Ace of Coins. So that also popped up in your last reading. It's very funny. I guess I did it right the first time when I pulled from this instead of that. The Eight of Cups. Abandonment. King of Coins, which is the money man that I also pulled in your last one. Four of Cups, which is moping, disappointment. And then the Nine of Cups, which is usually a card of desire, but it's reversed. You are about to go down, and everybody is about to see why. Not necessarily just see you go down, because remember, they're not going to seat you. But there are way too many eyes on this now. You had Steve Kornacki in front of his little board, and you know that's just the cutest thing you ever want to see. And so he's like in front of the board, just being enthusiastic as he is. And then I think Ari had it on his show, and then Fox talked about it because, you know, you're being victimized as they see it. So naturally, this is now a national story about local politics because you are going to work for the national government. So, and not just your local government. So naturally, everybody has their eyes on that. So when the Huffington Post comes digging, and the Washington Post, and the New York Times, and the Los Angeles Times, and the Mars Times, and the Neptune Times, when everybody comes digging for all this information, it's going to come out whether you like it or not. You thought you won. Ten of Swords reverse said you had an empty win because it was lost. Ten of Swords is lost, but it was reversed, which means you won, but you didn't win legitimately. And then in your future was the Two of Cups, or the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is the card of partnership. People are going to see how you did this. How you did this. Again, the facade. You did very good, believe it or not, because you got this far. This should have been blown out of the water a long time ago when you first started to do these things. But no. Now it's about to come out. Temperance reversed. Temperance upright is healing, compromise, partnership. Reversed, the opposite. There is no compromise. There is no teamwork. There is no healing. It is quite the opposite. You're about to go down. You're about to go down hard. Good for you.